All right. Today is 6/17/2020, which I never expected that I would see this day. All right. I found something on the internet from Minnesota. See that? Oh, let me see. From the state of Minnesota about disclosure. All right. First of all, I want to say this here. Once I was told that my wife was stage 3 HIV, I was scared. I was scared for myself and I was scared for her. What's been going on now is very upsetting and frightening because she didn't do things the right way, the way I wish she would have done them when we first talked to Terry, this attorney we know. And we agreed to go through a divorce, and he was going to do the divorce. And so it wouldn't be no problems, you know. But she chose the cowardly way by falsifying a legal document of saying that I abused her in 18 years. And I'm still trying to figure out what person she's talking about because I've never abused my wife. God bear me witness on that. I've never hurt my wife or anything. I've adored my wife. I admired my wife. I looked up to my wife. I was proud of my wife. The whole works, the whole 1,000 yards. You know, I loved my wife more and made sure that she ate right and everything else. You know, when the doctors told me what she had, that was scary. You know, but I stood in there, and I guess what really got me more frightened of her is when she cut me. Then I guess you could say what draw the needle in the coffin, struck the nail in the coffin is on January 6th of this year. She's beating me up. She's telling me how she wants me to get AIDS like her and die like her. That's terrifying. It really is. But I loved my wife very, very much. Still do. But I wish she would have done things the way Terry said for us to do it. Where Terry said judges don't like when you take the money out of the accounts and all of this and all of that. And she took everything. There's nothing I can do, you know. You can't stop someone from leaving you. That you cannot do. And I've never stopped my wife. But when this does go to court, there's going to be a lot of questions that's going to have to be answered from the sheriff's department and everything on the illegal things that happened on May 7th. They made themselves the judge and the jury. And that deputy told me that that's marital property. That's right. That's up to the judge and the jury. That's up to the judge to make that decision. You can't make that decision. You know, I would have my $200 and my car keys and my credit cards if he never took them. So you strong arm robbed me with a badge, point blank. You know, so all of that should be on their camcorders. Because I was reading up on the state about that there, about the body cam and all of that, and they got to have them for 5 years in the state of Minnesota, 15 years in California. But I just want to let everybody let you know that I love my wife very, very dear. I did admire her, respect her. I was very, very proud of her. Very proud of her. You know, I got her levels right where she was doing so good. Then she just went downhill on me. You know, started slowly in November and then started more in December. But anyway, I found this article here online from the CDC department And it says people living with HIV, STD, etc., and other common diseases must disclose their disease to their sexual partners. Must disclose their disease to their sexual partners. It is a criminal offense for any individual knowingly harboring any effective agent to transport disease by oral sex, etc., goes on. But I'm not going to get into all of that part, but it goes on. But what's very interesting, I was reading this case here that happened to this 33-year-old male that was living with HIV, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of attempted degree murder, attempted degree assault under the knowing transfer of a common disease status after he had unprotected sex with several individuals without disclosing his status. He was sentenced to 3 years probation. In October 2009, this is all from Minnesota, living with HIV, pled guilty, intentionally infected or attempted to infect bodily harm after unprotected sex with a woman without disclosing his status. He was sentenced to 90 days in jail. Now, it is so funny because under this here, I find where this attorney says that, now all of this is from the state of Minnesota, okay? Now, again, mind you, I didn't know my wife was infected until she got sick out here in Minnesota, put in the hospital. And I waited weeks after that for her to tell me. But I was reading this other part on it where it is so ironic. This attorney that did the guy's appeal said the guidelines for this is very ridiculous and unfair because it goes against a man, but a woman does not get charged. That is so right. So a woman in the state of Minnesota could transport and infect you with AIDS, and the CDC and the Justice Department saying it's okay. Isn't that weird? But it's not okay if a man does it. You will be charged. You will be charged. Okay? And so then I read on this here, and a person's status of HIV, this is the funny part, which is so ironic, is that by the Health Threat Protection Act, rather than a civil complaint, an individual's HIV status would not permit a civil complaint or require of the law, except if they do not disclose. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? But now it goes to here, which that's the penal code, which I did almost got it right. But knowingly transporting of a common disease, as used in this section, the following terms have the meaning given. Okay? Chapter 609 Criminal Code, Minnesota State Code 609.2241, 2016. It is a crime which may be prosecuted under section 609.17-609.185-609.19. Okay? It is a crime which may be prosecuted under sections of this code in the state of Minnesota for any person who knowingly harbors an infected, an agent to transport. It's a crime. Sexual partners with another partner without having first information that the other person that has a common disease. Is a crime, but this attorney that fought for this guy says it's kind of funny that he says in his brief that it is so amazing how a woman will not get charged the same as a man, which sucks. But what's also funny about here is that it says here, if the person has document proof that that individual is HIV positive, stage 3, et cetera, because they moved it from just HIV AIDS to stage 3, and that person knowingly did not put this down in record or in a book, is also guilty of a crime and also can be punished for perjury. It's funny. It's funny. It's really funny how this comes from the CDC department of the state of Minnesota, of the status and the codes and the sections of which my wife should have been charged. This is not behind hate like she hates me. Okay, this is not behind hate. It's behind the right thing to do because she tried to kill me. Not once, but 3 times. And I've never, in 18 years, never hurt my wife. That's what's so funny. You know, I've never done anything to hurt my wife. I was a good husband to her. I admired her. I adored her. I mean, I wish things could be turned around where, you know, we didn't have to go this route. And she was already told by Terry and other people, don't go this route. But some of the people was telling her, no, go that route. Take everything. The courts ain't going to do nothing to you. Go that route. Excuse me. Go that route. Go that route. The courts ain't going to do nothing. And here's an attorney that we know, which you can't defend neither one of us because it's a conflict of interest all the way down the line, because we was in his house. So that's a conflict of interest, But it sucks, man. It sucks that I wish for a lot of things, but I'm sorry that she did not want to go the right route to do this the respectable way instead of the cowardly way. It reminds me, I've seen 2 bad divorces out here of people that we know. And that was with Barney and his first wife. His first wife did almost the same thing as my wife did. Then his second wife, she did crazy things, but that's none of my business. I don't care about nobody's business. I don't care about who's going through a divorce and none of that because it's none of my concern. It's none of my business. And I cannot put my 2 cents in it because I don't know the real story, what happened. But at least one thing I do know, and that is for a fact, is I've never hurt my wife. I took good care of my wife, and everybody that we knew and were around can verify that, Even during this time of this coronavirus, I worry more about it because she is the main category of getting sick. I get a mask, She don't wear them. She cuts herself at work, get blood all over the place. Just imagine if a customer goes in there, buys an item, they get blood on them, they get tested positive for AIDS. The girlfriend or boyfriend, what the hell you got? How the hell you get AIDS? I don't know. So they tear their lives up, but that's okay. That's okay, you know. And then she throws that I wanted to tell everyone. No, no. I told you you need to tell people, because I don't know what the laws is out here in Minnesota, but in California, you have to tell everyone. It's called disclosure laws from your employment, et cetera, you know. And that's the way it should be all over. You know, if a person has HIV, it should be disclosed to their employment and the people they work around. Now, it's up to them individuals whether they want to like you or not, you know. It's up to those individuals whether they want to be around you. I used to be ignorant, like some of the people in society, but I couldn't take it out on my wife because I loved her so much. But after a while, when you try to understand the significance of her disease and what you have to do to make her safe, that's what I've done. I've always made sure my wife was safe, always, no matter what, you know. And when she started changing, I've seen it, you know, because she made a statement to me in February, you know, is I don't see nothing, you know, my eyes are shut. And I told her my eyes are not shut. I see what you're doing. It's just that I wish you was more of a woman to sit down and talk than to do everything behind my back, you know, because nobody can stop nobody from leaving. So let's get that cleared now. Nobody can stop nobody from leaving or anything else. But when I first asked for a divorce, she tries to knock herself out, hurts herself and everything else. When she wants a divorce, she changed the whole story, the whole septic around, you know. It's just like with Papa Crook that owns Wholesale Tires. When she finally told him that she had HIV, that was in February. It took a load off me because then I could talk to him, let him know what's really going on in our marriage and why I'm always depressed and stuff, you know, and not smiling and stuff like I used to is because lately my wife's been in this mood where she wants to destroy herself and everybody around her. That's the part that hurts more than anything, you know. Yes, I'm sorry to say, yeah, she should have been charged with the attempted murder upon my life with an assault. That's what she should have been charged with, to open up her eyes. And she cannot just keep assaulting me and blame everything on me. No, that has to stop, you know. And when she attacked me and stuff, I asked her, I said to her, the reason why you attacked me is because I've never hit you. I have taken so much of your stuff, your negativity and your abuse, because I'm a real man. I've never put my hands on you. I've never hurt you. I'm not like the idiots you used to date and be with, where they used to beat your butt, used to tell me. And everything that was told to me was from her. From drug trafficking, went out with a cop somewhere in Wisconsin because she tried to beat a speeding ticket or whatever. You know, all of this is from her. That's how I know this stuff is from her. Okay. So I couldn't know this without her telling me. And everything she told me, I believe, because she did. I meet her in California. She did go there to get rid of her child, to get away from her ex, and had to work in the streets out here, some other girls. And her mama is very racist, very, very prejudiced. You know, so I don't know nothing about that, except I met her mom one time. friends, never met her friends, okay? But yet everything that comes out of her mouth is about going out drinking. Drinking and driving, drinking and driving. You know, but it's kind of funny how she came in with nothing in the marriage, and I always had cars. And now she may leave with a car. But I was talking to this person that went through a divorce, what to expect. And he's right. He said, look at me, man. The first thing women do is lie on that courtroom. And you see, they don't care. The courts don't care about who's lying, you know, and that's the problem. The courts don't want no one to verify. And that's the messiest part of society. You can accuse a person, but you have no proof. So you destroy a person's life, and that's okay. Our system is so screwed up, man. It's like what? It's like half of the male population is in jail. I say what? 65, 75% is behind restraining orders because their significant other lied, where there's no evidence of abuse or anything else. All they got to say is they've been abused. And each time I read this restraining order, I get upset because abuse for 18 years, by who? By who? Who the heck she's been abused with by 18 years? It wasn't me. That's for sure. I never abused my wife. But the point, though, is she said it. And the courts let her get away with it. And how are you going to get free legal help when you just ripped off over $6,000 out of the account? When you could have paid for your restraining order, you could have paid for all of this and all of that. And who put in her mind that she was abused? And who abused her? Because I never abused nobody in my life, you know? But it's sad the way the justice system just sit back and don't let a person prove their innocence. Because us men are already guilty as soon as they put in their abuse. We're already guilty. We are already guilty because that's the way the courts want us to be, guilty. And for these guy judges, these men judges, that's messed up. Because sooner or later, it's going to happen to you. Sooner or later, it's going to happen to you. But I was watching this video on YouTube. What I liked very, very much is where this lady, she got busted in so many lies on how she was abused by her husband. It was in another state. So they kept postponing the case, kept postponing the case, kept postponing the case. And each time the lady got there, she had an excuse why she was late and everything else. So the judge wanted one more time. Don't be late again. You claim you was assaulted, you was abused by your boyfriend or husband, whoever it was, and you keep showing up late and you keep postponing the hearing. But I was I'm mad that what they did to the judge, that pissed me off. Because that judge laid it down there on that girl. You know, she knew the lady was lying. She knew the lady was lying. And she just like wild off on her. And that's kind of pissed off the way the superior courts or whatever it was to punish that judge. That was messed up. That was messed up. That right there, what that judge did to that lady that claimed she was abused, that made me feel good. Because I'm like, I hope that shit happens to me with my ex. It's going to be my ex-wife because she just lied on every damn thing. And you see, the funny part about everything is what gets me about everything when you sign these legal documents, and I cannot figure out why that part is on a legal document. It just doesn't I don't know. I don't know. Nobody can explain it to me because I asked a lot of questions about it. Why is this on a legal document? Because you get people in there and they lie all the fucking time. You know, they just continue lying just to get out of a marriage and stuff, which is totally unfair. You know, but the people that we do know will be subpoenaed to court. That's for sure. And their statements will be heard. You know, because what my wife has did to me is uncalled for. It's totally uncalled for. And everything that she said, oh, here it is right here. For perjury. Committing in the testimony. What the hell is perjury? What is perjury? Because she committed perjury when she filled out her restraining order. Oh, that's right. Oh, how stupid can I be? That's right. Perjury don't mean nothing to women. I totally forgot. It is not for women. Perjury is only for us men, not for women. I totally forgot. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. I totally forgot. Perjury is for only us men. That's it. Perjury is for us men. Women are excluded. They're not in that part of the law. Matter of fact, they're not in none of the law. They could do what they want to do. Some of these women could do what they want to do. You know? I was reading up on this one good attorney. She was a lady. I like the way she handled this one divorce on this guy, man. He hired this attorney, man. And boy, did she go after, oh my God, she made his ex-wife look so bad. Now, that was a Perry Mason and a Matlock attorney. She was a good attorney. I was reading up on her, but too bad she's out of, I think, Chicago. She was out of Chicago. And she just like tore his ex-wife a new, just tore it up, man. Just tore it up. She got caught in so many lies, man. It was pathetic, man. It was, you know, and the guy got what he wanted, got his kids and everything else, man. And she ended up having to pay child support and everything to that man. That was so good. That was so good. Because that lady attorney busted his wife for so many lies, so many lies. And so many lies. But what pisses me off, what upsets me more than anything is when you lie on me. You know, that right there, it's pitiful. You know, you couldn't do it the right way to get out of the marriage. Like you asked for information, and then the attorneys tell you, do not mess with the checking accounts. Judges don't like that. So you took everything out of the checking account. You cleaned out the house. You took all your stuff, you know, and I knew it was coming. I really did know it was coming. And she knows that, you know. I'm a weird person because I stay to myself. I don't like to be around people because they don't like to hear what I have to say. It's just like, I'll give you an example. Give you an example here. Like when I went May 7th to go see the deputy to do the report. I walked in there. He introduced himself. I introduced myself. And he asks me, why did it take me so long to, you know? And in my mind, I'm like, are you that serious to ask me something like that, you idiot? I've been at the hospital. Are you that stupid to ask me something like that? You know, I'm saying this in my mind, you know. The sheriff's, the Apple Valley Police Department's Been contacting y'all 6 times, and y'all refuse to send a deputy down to Apple Valley. Okay? The federal sheriff's department refused to send someone down to Apple Valley to do the report on January 6th. They refused. There was no shootings going on. There wasn't no coronavirus going on. There wasn't no earthquake. There wasn't no flood. There wasn't no parades. There wasn't nothing going on. So there was no reason why a sheriff could not get down to Apple Valley on January 6th to do the report. There's no excuse for it whatsoever. See, they thought that there wasn't no report. See, I don't like the sheriffs anyway, because I've seen how they do people in Faribault, you know. But some of them are cool, but you got some of them that are straight jerks. All right. But it's kind of funny though, is that was the only place I knew how to get to, was to Health Partners. That was the only place I know how to get to. And that's where I went to. When I got the chance to get the car keys, that's where I went to. Because she always takes when she's mad at me, she'll hide the car keys and my wallet and my phone, you know. So I'll be stranded, you know. I'll be stranded. But how he did his report, and I even showed him the pictures on my phone of the marks on my neck and everything else. So he's strolling through my phone. He sees other pictures. I said, yeah, this is when she throws her medicine away when she gets upset. And if the Ryan White program ever found that out, I hope they make her take her medicine at the hospital. Bring her ass down there to the hospital, take her medicine. Because what she does for that program is totally uncalled for. The way she throws her medicine in the trash. Got pictures of her drinking on it, drinking wine with her medicine, which says no alcohol used with your medicine. You know. Now she's into smoking weed back up again and drinking and all of that stuff. Hey, you know what? You want to kill yourself? Kill yourself. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know, don't have nothing to do with it. I'm tired of babysitting. You know, I was a good husband to that woman. And she knows it. You know, but what gets me, and I keep saying it and thinking about it, is how women get away with so much against us men, and the system doesn't even care. You know, the system doesn't even care whether you tell the truth or not. You know, but one thing's for sure though, is that she should have listened to Terry. You know, he could have done the divorce, but she didn't want to go that route. She wanted to listen to everybody else, and she decided to do this a very mean way. That's how she decided to do this. She decided to go a mean way, you know, which was really uncalled for. Because now I got to take this all away, because I got to fight for my life. I got to fight this case, which I still don't know how the hell what's going on with it, because nobody sent me nothing, and it's been already a month, you know. So it will be fought, and it has to be. It has to be, you know, it has to be. And I'm gonna put it like this: when a man or a woman does something like this, they already got their new partner already up and running. They got their new woman or their new man. They got their new woman, or she got her new man already. They already got everything planned out. Because for her to clean out the house like that, she had everything already planned out and figured out with the drop of a dime. You know, so it's no surprise to me, but it could have been done the respectable way. That's why I feel that the people in Minnesota, now don't get me wrong, some people I met out here are some cool people. They're not racist, they're not prejudiced. Now, those are the cool people I like. They're not racist. They're not prejudiced. Our neighbor wasn't racist, wasn't prejudiced, nothing. You know, we kicked it off pretty good. You know, I liked him. Like these other neighbors that we had, they wasn't prejudiced or nothing. Wasn't discriminated, nothing. But some people in Minnesota, they are some racist dog people. You got some in the sheriff's department. You got some in the police department. So, you know, like I say, you got some good cops. You got some bad cops. Get rid of the bad ones. You got a good system. Get rid of the fucked up ones. You got a good system. There won't be no lawsuits. There won't be no lawsuits. There won't be no filing complaints. And that's another thing. I tried the FBI from the strong arm robbery that happened to me by a deputy. They wouldn't do nothing. So they said, you got to call the sheriff's department. Why would I call them to investigate their own? So they can clean the mess up and say, oh, he had a right? No, he had no right to take my property out of my wallet, out of my back pocket and car keys, and then put the handcuffs on me, and then give everything to my wife. He had no right to do that by law. And you can't throw that law in my face because I read it. I read your law, Minnesota. Okay? I read the law in Minnesota. If you are being arrested, everything on your person goes with you. And I never asked you to give a damn thing to my wife. And my wife was out there with them. While she beat the hell out of me, and the nurse even saw the scratch on the back of my neck that she did to me. But nothing happened. You know, nothing happened. That's what's upsetting me more than anything. I was strong arm robbed with a badge. He had no right. That deputy had no right to give any of my property away. If he never done it, I would have my car keys, I would have my wallet, I have my cash. So they owe me $200 in cash because that's what you stole from me and my car. While he's yelling, it's marital property. That's right, marital property. That's the judge's decision to make, not yours. You are not a judge. You are not a jury. You are not the prosecutor or the city attorney. You're supposed to uphold the law. You broke the law. You made your own law, your own rules. That's what you did. The law is supposed to protect me and everybody else. You did this racism against me, discrimination, and you assaulted me. That's what you did to me. While my wife is over there giggling and laughing with y'all. That's what you did to me. You strong arm robbed me. You had no right. You want to search me? You can search me. You put my stuff on the hood of your car. You put it back in my pockets. You take me to jail. Those are the rules. You don't disperse out my stuff. Give my stuff away. You robbed me. And that's what you did. You robbed me. I want to know how many other people you have done that to in Faribault. I bet there's a long list. I bet there's a long list. You need to be charged. You need to lose your badge. That's what you need to be. Charged and lose your badge. And anyone else that was with you. That's what you need to be happening to you. I don't know your name yet or your badge number, but I will get it. You see, that I will get. You see, because I have that right to file a complaint in federal court against you. You have violated my constitutional rights. You have discriminated against me. It hurts. It sucks that law enforcement stoops so low to where they got to rob an individual. You know, my wife always told me that it was never about me. It was about her. But I remember when she told me that she asked it for help. She sent Sunken Health Partners a letter, an email on the 28th, I think it was, that she needed to speak with a therapist. I wish she would have done that a long time ago, because this wouldn't have been the way this is now. You know, even if we would have went to marriage counsel, this wouldn't be like this now. You know, I wouldn't have to fight for my freedom. I wouldn't have got robbed. Wouldn't have got assaulted when he grabbed my, that deputy grabbed my head so hard, man, where I was already in a car accident out here in Minnesota, got screwed by the appellate courts because they saying the guy was served, but the guy wasn't served. He signed for service, so the appellate courts of Minnesota let him get away with hitting me in the back. He was in his vehicle. He was drinking, and nothing happened to him. And I was on the highway. There was construction. And I was leaving that day back to California. Come to think about it. And we was stopped at traffic because they was doing construction on the highway. Guy just ran right into me. Bam! My face hit the windshield, the steering wheel, blood in my nose and everything. And that highway officer didn't even ask me if I needed help or anything. I had to keep my tissue in my nose because I was bleeding. And he's looking at me, oh, you need ambulance? He didn't even ask me that. Didn't even give the guy a ticket neither, man, that hit me. He was drunk. He had alcohol in his car and everything, you know, and it was hilarious. It was hilarious. And since I've been out here, no bad luck for me, man. There's no luck. Nothing. So he got away with, and I got stuck with all the medical bills, and the Minnesota appellate courts ruled in his favor. He signed for service, and then they said that he didn't sign for service. He was handed the summons, signed it by certified mail, and the Minnesota appellate courts ruled that he wasn't served. Right then and there, I knew Minnesota was a joke. Right then and there, I knew Minnesota was a joke. Right then and there. But I've seen a lot of good people get hurt by the system in Minnesota behind their divorces. Haven't seen nothing good come out of it for no man. Nothing. Nothing. It sucks. At least other states, courts, you saying you abuse, you show us the proof. You just don't put this shit on paper. Oh, because there's going to be a lot of things said in court. A lot of things going to be said in court. I don't give a damn now that she cries or what, because she's good at that too. I don't care. A lot of things going to be said in court, and I try to file a complaint against the CDC. They got one rule, but their rules and their laws are only for men, not for women. It kind of sucks. It sucks and it hurts. But if this is California, her ass be in jail. Her ass will be in jail. That's why she didn't want to move back to California. That's why she wanted to just stay out here and me to keep coming out here with her. That's why she didn't want to move her ass back to California, because she know her ass would have been in jail in California. She would have been in jail. Straight in jail. But again, if I had AIDS and I attacked her the way she attacked me, I would have been in jail. I would have been charged with this. I would have been charged with it. That's the part that's scary, is that us men have no rights out here no more in the world, and it's not right. And there's not a damn thing that nobody wants to do about it. Nothing. It's funny how even in the laws in the state of Minnesota, it brings it up, but they don't care. Wow. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care about us, man. The bad part is I'm disabled, and all I'm getting to is screwed out here. That's all I'm getting is screwed. And she's doing a good job on it, but I'm not having it, man, because I don't care, man. I'll file a lawsuit on her ass real quick, real quick, because what she's done to me, her ass was supposed to have been in jail. I'm gonna keep saying it till something happens, It's wrong to accuse a person of a crime that they have never committed. And it's wrong for the courts to ignore that person plea of when they have not committed a crime. Everything should be investigated like it's supposed to be. But it's like ridiculous because the courts don't care. I wonder how many people, because I bet there's a lot of guys in Minnesota that got screwed, just like I'm getting screwed. I hope it's, these judges got kids and sons that are married. I hope it happens to their kids so they can see what the hell we go through. I hope it happens to their kids. I really do. I really do. I hope it happens to their kids. Because women out here, boy, they some good liars, man. They are some good liars. I don't trust none of them. None of them. Just to get out of a, you want a car, you get busted, you perjury yourself on a restraining order, saying I abused you for 18 years. Wow. And not one proof, not one bit of proof. That's all you got to say. But you try to kill me. You intentionally, knowingly try to infect me with AIDS by beating my butt, yelling at me, I want you to get AIDS and die like me. Those words came out of your mouth. Your mouth. And you sweet talk your little ass with the deputy to try to set me up. When I haven't broken no laws in the state of Minnesota, haven't violated no crimes, haven't done nothing. Well, our courtroom's going to be filled with witnesses. That's for sure. People that we do know. You know. Because I don't know none of the people she know. The way she put all of this in here, I don't know none of her friends. I never knew she had friends. But every time, you know, lately, I want to go out drinking. I want to go out drinking. Go out drinking. I don't care. You know, let's go. Well, you don't drink. That's right. I don't drink. You knew that when I met you. I don't drink or mess with drugs. I'm not stupid. I'm not a coward. You know, I don't drink or mess with drugs. You know, I'm not stupid. I'm not a coward. I don't believe in that stuff. I don't believe in that stuff. You know, it's just like back to Deputy Keith. When I went to go see him, I'm sitting down with him and he asked me that question. And so I look at him and I go just like this. I said, man, you've been drinking beer. I smell the alcohol coming through your pores. You've been drinking, dude. No, I haven't had a drink. I had a drink 2 days ago. Well, it's in your pores. Just as we were sitting there, as he's doing the report he wants to do, okay, these two guys walk in. And I go just like this. Interesting. Deputy Keith said, what's that? What? Those dudes over there got weed on them. I smell it. And they came into the sheriff's department. It was funny. I'm like, wow, those idiots coming here with weed on them. And there's a deputy sitting right here doing a report. Wow. How stupid can you be? Remind me of the idiots in California. They rob the bank and they go out there to bail their friend out of jail with the money they stole from the bank. Those two idiots remind me of that. I'm like, wow, you're stupid. But guess what? You see, like I said, there was a report made in Apple Valley and a report made in Fairview Hospital. Okay? Some of the ones that put me on that medicine is no good, y'all. That medicine is no good. They have me on these two medicines, man. And then the nurse shoving it down my throat. I said, I don't take drugs. I don't believe in drugs. I don't take drugs. Just give me some Tylenol, you know, and let me get the hell out of here because all of this y'all doing to me is killing me, man. You know, I mean, she choked me so bad, my voice is still like this. And they had my neck was swollen. This side of my face was swollen. I mean, she beat the hell out of me, man. She beat the hell out of me on January 6th. She whipped my ass, boy. I ain't gonna lie about it, you know. And I'm just trying to get the knife from her, and then she kicked me, then she stomped me on my leg, and I mean, she just stomped the hell out of me when I fell down on the ground, man. She just like, and then I'm just like, okay, wait a minute. She left the house. I waited for Terry to get there so we could see what she did to me, showed him what she did, went to the hospital. I couldn't take it no more, man. When she came back, I took the car keys. So the car took off. Couldn't take it no more, man. Couldn't take it no more. The abuse. Couldn't take it no more. Couldn't take it no more. Then she tells me, you had this damn cop call my job for me? How dare you have them investigate me? How dare you? You don't talk to them no more. I'll take care of it. Damn it, I'm sure she took care of it because the charges wasn't filed on her. That's for damn sure. Let me see. She put in there that I was jealous and all of this and all of that. Never been jealous in my life. Never been jealous in my life. Would a jealous person have a threesome? I don't know how that goes. Would a jealous person have a threesome with his wife? I don't think so. Not in reality. Would a jealous person buy his wife's clothes, making her look fine? Other guys whistling at her? I don't think so. See, I was proud of my wife, and I was proud that I was married to her. See, I respected my wife. I honored my wife. But when she started calling me names, then I called her names back. It was petty. It was childish. She called me an asshole. I call her asshole back. She called me a jerk. I call her a jerk back. She cursed me out. I curse her out. You know? But when you start getting physical and assaulting, that's when the tables turn differently. So when she told me don't talk to this guy no more, the deputy, I said, all right, no problem. So while the deputy was on the phone, she's moving out. And he goes, what was that? I said, thanks a lot. She smacked the shit out of me. What you gonna do about it? Because the phone fell out of my hand. While I was not even say that to him. It's amazing how some of these crooked ass deputies and cops get away with so much stuff. A badge that does not honor it, that abuses their badge, abuses the flag, abuses their authority. Oh, yeah, I forgot. They don't have to listen to what a judge says. They're a judge and a jury, the prosecutor. I totally forgot. Yeah, well, they need to take the power away from the damn deputies. That's for sure. But y'all people look up disclosure in the state of Minnesota. I found so much on it. Well, I couldn't read the whole 500 something pages. But I found some in there that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Peace out. Uh-oh. Hmm.